And pray that's not gold, because if that was gold I'd totally have diverted for it, but rich iron, I can ignore that for now. Don't know what it is about LOTRO, I always get like obsessed with collecting the ore nodes, much more so than any other game. It's just like OCD compulsion to collect all the ores. Okay, so Ostfjord, it's a bit of a ruin, a bit of a shithole. There's a stable master.
How can I be of service?
There's going to be quite a few quests here. I'm not going to... Actually, I might get one of these.
Could I take a moment of your time?
I'll pick up this one just because it's a unique case, but this quest confuses the hell out of newbies. So this guy's basically saying, yeah, if I wish I had some bacon, but I can't find any pigs. So he sends you out to look for pigs. So I'll accept that quest. And you'll see a striking absence of boar, that's the quest name, and we have to spend 30 minutes looking for boar. Now, understandably, most people think, oh my god, I need to find a boar within 30 minutes or the quest fails. And that's not actually true. It's a case of, after 30 minutes, you kind of your character realises there are no boars. You're just going to have to break the news to the guy that, you know, he's going to have to go without his bacon sarnies. And that is it, and then you just hand it in. So you literally just have to have that in your quest log for half an hour, and then you can hand it in. It's that simple. So yeah, even though I don't really want to be doing the Ostfjord quests just yet, I'll pick that up just so it's ticking away in the background. So here we go, we're at Tam and Laugh. It's full of goblins and unpleasantries. Just fight away and screw it. I mean, there is a certain type of goblin, I'm not sure if it's in this camp, but you do need to be a bit wary of them, because otherwise they can just completely steamroll you. And if I see one, I will explain. I think there might be one or two patrolling around here. Anyway, new deed, Goblin Slayer. There's plenty of those to be killing in this region as well, so just remove that because I don't want that cluttering up my my deed log. Do a quick heal, because I'm getting a bit low. Spank it, there we go, that's 2. So these are the campfires that we need to deactivate. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. These boggarts, they're basically like mini goblins, but there will be one particular type of boggart, so in this case it's called an angry boggart, that's the normal one. It's a swarm level mob, the green circles, so it's not particularly tough, but it has a bunch of allies. So he's got 3 mates that are kind of like his minions, his pets, and then that means you've got 4 mobs for the price of 1, basically. Now, these guys will not despawn when you kill their master, although sometimes if you kill a master mob, its pets despawn. But in this case, not true, they just no longer are the pets of the boss. So you still have to kill them all. So, if you're playing a class with AoE, you're probably not going to care too much. If you're playing a class that's pretty much single target, you don't want to end up pulling too many of those because they can quickly overwhelm you and get pretty damn strong. So, as you guys can probably hear, if you can hear these goblins, they speak an absolute load of bollocks. It's going to be quite amusing, some of the noises these guys make. There's actually one goblin that lives in Thorin's Hall, the dwarf starter area. I say live, he's kind of locked up in a prison near the mailbox, and every time you're just trying to access the mail there, he's screaming his head off and going absolutely berserk. It's crazy. It's very funny and annoying at the same time. Okay, so Brigand Cache, that should just be a normal treasure box. It has gold ore in it, so I'm very happy. Ornamental Blade, this will start a quest to collect ornamental blades, because one ornamental blade is just not enough, so there should be a few of these scattered around. There we go, there's one. Within the ruins that we just have to collect. Just remove that quest from my tracker because that's completed and the hand-in's back in Tinnudir, so I'll go back there later. I didn't actually activate the campfire. That's a big mistake. Let's grab it before they respawn. So I'm going to try and avoid fighting most of these mobs where possible, just because otherwise I'm probably going to end up killing a lot more than 12. Can I sneak around the back? Just about. So he can't see me because the fire's blocking line of sight. So as long as that blocks line of sight, I can get as close to him as I'd like, but I've aggroed the one on the left. Brilliant. To be fair, I did need to come over here to put that fire out anyway. Bang. You can run, but you can't hide. Right. Well, that's just aggroed another one. That's 4 blades. Just fight this one, screw it. He keeps rooting me and then running off. Goblins do like doing that. I'm sure you, no matter how quiet these goblins are, I'm sure you can hear that screaming, because that's like louder than me in my headset at the minute. 5 blades, another fire. There's a fire over there. I'm probably going to have to fight it, so screw it. Check bees. So I don't need the bees anywhere near as much as I probably should. Transform! Bang! Slap! Job done. That's 5 fires. A bit of yew branches. I will take those. So again, there's going to be a named bandit in this camp. He should be just to the south of us, over in that direction. With his pet dog. There we go. Andy Idden and his wolfhound. And that goblin just went, "Doggy, doggy, doggy!" as he's talking to himself. Right, 6 blades. That's all those guys done. I'm going to have to fight this because I need the fire. So we will be back later on with a quest to kill Andy Idden. Because all these bandit leader peoples, there are going to be bounty quests, bounties put on their heads by the people of Ostvarod. So we get quests to go out and find them all and kill them all. So he's one of them, so we'll have to kill him later, which means we'll be back here. Okay, so that's 6. He's dead, but he's still making noise. What is up with that? Right. So that should be all the campfires that are inside the camp, if I'm not mistaken. So there should now be at least one outside here. There's one. There's the other. Good. So if I just fight my way out here, it keeps rooting me just outside of melee range. So I'll just use this one to build up my wrath. He's going to run off. So that's my 12 goblins. I don't technically need to kill any more, but screw it. I have to fight at least this one because he's on opposite side of the campfire to the other one, so I have to fight at least one of them. Ding! Fantastic. I can't interact with the fire as a bear. I might have set my fur on fire. That'd be rather unfortunate. So again, if we just approach this campfire from the back side where the other guy can't see me, there we go, that quest is done. So that is going to complete the Twilight Estates quest chain. There's going to be no more quests that will be offered by that journal. The goblins have fled, terrified of whatever may roam in the darkness. You have reached the end of the journal. You should return to Orkoy. And I probably can't be asked fighting those mobs just to get one Uwood, so screw it, I'll drive off. So we should have a fair few bits and pieces we've picked up along the way, which we can hand in back at Tinnudir, and then we should get some new bits and pieces. Okay, so we're now back at Tinnudir then, and I've realised that as part of that level 32 ding, I've got a brand new skill called Sacrifice, which suddenly makes some of my traits make a bit more sense. So this is a skill only usable in bear form. It has a 20 meter range. In times of need, you are willing to do what it takes to protect your friends. 60% of all incoming damage is redirected to the source of this effect. So it costs 10 Wrath to apply this onto somebody. It's a toggle skill, so it will stay on them for the duration until they move more than 20 meters away from me. It has a 1 minute cooldown, so the moment that is unticked, that will go on a 1 minute cooldown before we can use it again. So that's a bit strange. It feels like if it's got a 1 minute cooldown, it should be a duration rather than a toggle, but I don't know. But basically, yeah, if you're in a group, maybe you want to stick that on your healer just to keep them safe, or if you're with somebody who is squishy. But what that means is, whoever has this mark on them, 60% of the damage that is done to your friend will be redirected to you, the Beorning, and you will take that damage instead. So that's obviously going to be in addition to anything that's hitting you, so you need to make sure you can cope with that extra damage. But it will save whoever's squishy. So that is pretty cool. We have plenty of hand-ins now, so I'm going to do all these hand-ins and quest collections for the next stuff while I carry on talking. But there was things in the trees that mentioned sacrifice that will probably make a bit more sense. So yeah, this one. Tier 2 skill for sacrifice that I can't get until I've pretty much finished the end of the 3rd tier, but whatever. So it reduces the amount of damage sacrifice redirects from your ally. So it will redirect 15% less damage to you, but presumably they don't receive 15% more damage. That just gets nullified entirely. It also gives you Wrath when that person is hit. You get a bit of bonus Wrath built as well, so you can spam your damage abilities a bit more often, which is pretty cool. So you probably wouldn't want to put that on the tank, but the tank is the one getting hit, so if you want the Wrath, maybe you're crazy, maybe you're pretty tanky yourself so you don't care, or maybe you just want to troll the tank. So that'll be pretty fun to try out. And there was something similar, if I'm not mistaken, in the yellow tree. Or I may be talking rubbish. But anyway, what other hand-ins do we have around here? None at the minute, so now we just need to talk to Orkaway, who should be near the vault. And he should set us out somewhere with a brand new objective. What are you saying there, sir? Lord Aragorn will return to claim the Northern Kingdom someday? He will indeed. Once we get eventually to the end of the game and defeat Sauron and all that.
What can I do for you?
I can probably elaborate on that in a second.
Greetings.
Once I'm not distracted by all this shiny stuff. I'll just pick the random bits. Who cares?
Might I take a moment of your time?
Talk to Dorgefe in Parth Aduial. Where is this? Oh, so he's going to send me right back over to the North Downs border, where I technically started. And that guy's going to have some quests, and he should send me to the Ghost Ruins just to the southwest of him over there. Well, I suppose we can start heading over there. I'll talk about Aragorn after the War of the Ring then. So after Sauron is overthrown and Aragorn becomes king of Gondor again, he kind of re-establishes the Northern Kingdom of Arnor, starts rebuilding a lot of the cities and stuff up there, and you know, kind of making love and peace with all the peoples of Middle-earth. So one of the things he does is he rebuilds the city of Animenus. He makes it the capital of the Northern Kingdom again, and he actually spends a fair bit of time up there during his reign, because he goes there to visit his friends, which presumably means the hobbits and that. It's, you know, it's not too far a trek up on a pony or something from the Shire, since we're just north of the Shire. Yeah, it's just a random bit of spot trivia then, just to fill in some of the blanks. Is there gold? There's no gold. There's got to be some gold somewhere though. So yeah, basically, there's loads of history of the older times in Middle-earth scattered around, and they're all drawn at least in part from the actual history of Middle-earth, mostly probably from the appendices to the Lord of the Rings trilogy, since Turbine technically still have the rights to those because it is part of the trilogy. So you'll find, as well as like a lot of flavour stuff, all there's gold. A lot of flavour stuff is based directly on the trilogy, so descriptions of certain places, certain people, certain towns, whatever. Will draw heavily on descriptions from the books, but then stuff that's from like earlier times or towns or places that are mentioned in passing, they tend to get fleshed out a lot from the appendices. So, but pretty much everything is pretty damn faithful to the professor's descriptions of Middle-earth. In some cases, yes, they have to make a bit of creative freedom for the fact that this is a game, and if you were playing a book, it would probably not be as interesting. Not to sound like I'm a book hater, I do like reading myself, but some things just don't translate well between book form and, you know, like a TV show or a game or other mediums. But here we are. So, did you bring my message to Kalangad? I'm pleased to hear it. Yes, I did.
What do you need?
And he sent me all the way back. Well, he's trying to give me some various cloaks, but I'm not sure if any of them are actually going to be interesting. Vitality, agility, but max power. Even with the fact that power's uses for me, that one's not too bad. Vitality, might, will. Screw it, we'll go that one.
Would you do something for me?
So he's going to give me a quest, which is just a wrapper quest to complete 3 other quests, so I'll pick that. He's now going to give me the other 3.
Would you do something for me? Stay a moment.
So if I complete 3 bonus quests, I get a free quest handed.
Stay a moment.
Can't really argue with that. But I think we'll stop this session here then, because that's probably a good 3 episodes. But next time we'll carry on questing and the ghosty bits over there. Then we'll probably head back to Tinnudir. I'll probably pick up the Aragorn quest as well, just so we can get started on the early stages of that, because that will be vaguely around Parth Aduial. And then we may even get to Ostforod then. So until then, see you guys later.